So here are two journals that I've made recently. Obviously big difference in size, but they're exactly the same in terms of the techniques that I used to make them. Actually, not exactly the same. The stitching is a little bit different on the larger one because it was just a little bit too big to use the pamphlet stitch. So I ended up having to modify my stitching slightly. But it's the same concept. I really like this one. This is my calendar journal. So to start, I am choosing my paper, and I'm going to use, this pad has 10 sheets of 90-pound watercolor paper. So I'm going to use this entire pad as well as some scrapbook paper. This is a SEI paper pad, and it's got some really nice paper in it. Had it around for a while. Okay, so the idea is that this is going to make a pocket. So it's patterned on the other side, so I'll fold it and we'll be good to go. Okay, so my signatures are all assembled. Each one has 5 pages. Actually 10 pages, 5 fold overs, I don't know what they're called. And I've mixed up some of the pattern paper with some of the watercolor paper. And I've cut the canvas to go like this and then like this. So now I'm going to gesso the canvas. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I've got my 3 signatures. Each signature has 5 sheets of paper. And with the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, what I decided to do was just to cut down the center and leave these tabs so that whoever gets the journal can either use them as pockets or cut them off or have them as a fold out, whatever you want. So I'm not going to actually bind them into the book. Alright, so 3 signatures and my canvas cover, which is, once you get a few coats of acrylic paint on it, it becomes kind of leathery. That's what I like. At this point it's just kind of stiff, but that will change. Okay, so the next step is to punch holes in the signatures and cover to bind it. I don't have an awl, but I have this, which will work. Even a pair of scissors with a sharp tip will work. And I don't measure. I just okay, so the holes are all poked into the signatures, and it's time to do the cover. So what I do, I don't really measure much, as you probably noticed. What I do is fold over the cover so that it goes to the edge of the signatures with just a little bit to spare. And then this will be coming over the top. So once I've got that sort of aligned, what I do is open it up and take some kind of a good marking tool and draw a line. So that's going to be where the last signature will go. And the other two will be right beside it. I'm going to use waxed cord. I got it from Michael's, I believe. And nice, good sized needle that's going to easily accommodate this thread. And you will need 3 pieces, each one roughly 3 times the length of the book itself, or the signatures. That's why I made the marks on that side. So I've got my needle all threaded, and you want to start from the outside if you want the tails to be on the outside. If you want them to be on the inside and just cut them off, then you would start on the inside and poke outwards. Okay. Now, make sure I've got it the right way. And poke through the first signature. And then you want to go either way, it doesn't matter, through the top hole. And through the cover. And then you want to go down to the opposite end. And it's very tricky to do on camera. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then for the last stitch, you want to go back through the center again And you want your thread to come out on the opposite. On the opposite side to the first one. I'll show you what I mean. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. Alright, so I'm finished stitching, so I'm going to pull the needle off. And what you can see here is there's one thread on this side and one thread on the other side. And you want to pull them in the direction that they're going, not too tight or you might rip. Make sure it's nice and tight inside and here. And then you want to tie it off over top of this string. I usually just tie a double knot. And I'm upside down. Oh my god. Alright, so I've got one signature stitched in, the right side up, and 2 more to go. So you basically just repeat the exact same stitch for all 3 signatures. So all 3 signatures are stitched in, and I've left these long just in case the person receiving it wants to embellish it with beads or whatever. And opens up like this, and the longer pieces can be folded up, made into pockets, or glued down, cut off. Whatever you want to do. Always have enough room. So the only thing left really to do is to make some kind of a closure. See on this one, what I did is left some string. Right now it looks like there's an awful lot of string, but like I said, they end up getting cut off, or at least these ones end up getting cut off, or beaded, or whatever. But what you can do is just wind this around and then wrap it around the button. Keep it shut. There you go. That's how I make my books.